Nuke Them All is an example of what happens when huge RTS fans become real-time strategy game developers and not only make a fun indie game, but also give a nod to half the genre inside their game along with some pop culture references.
Get to the chopper! For the Alliance! We require more minerals!
From gameplay that is based on an old gem of the RTS genre, which in fact made me rage quit and break my physical CD copy in half 20 years ago, to unit callouts that directly name or invoke other such RTS gems, Nuke Them All is clearly a passion project, and one that has lots of additional features which make up for its simple gameplay loop.
Operation Nuclear Football begins.
Now, to make one thing clear, this game might seem casual if you only look at the surface layer and base your judgment on the art style used. But if you take the time to play it and learn the gameplay, you will find out that the looks are deceiving and there is more than meets the eye in Nuke Them All. And that is without taking into account the extra game modes like Sandbox and Nuke Football. At the heart of it, Nuke Them All is not all about nukes, but instead careful build-up of troops, learning about unit strengths and weaknesses, and conquering territory, some of which hosts unit construction buildings, while your opponent tries to do the same, as you both navigate map hazards like aliens, zombies, and sandworms, which definitely didn't come from Dune. You can tell me in the comments below which other references to games or other media you spot or hear during the gameplay.
Power overwhelming! You're interrupting my calculation!
The buildings in Nuke Them All, along with your own HQ, produce units at specific time intervals and can be upgraded to produce more advanced units of their specific type. For the red team, these are robots, tanks, and other vehicles with some mechs thrown in, while the blue team has a set of different robots and vehicles and a number of surprises to go along with these. Even having a minimap and radar is something you have to fight over, and it is not something you get for free. Lose the territory and the building which provides radar coverage, and you lose the minimap functionality as well. You might think you can handle the red versus blue conflict with ease, but that is where nightly hordes of zombies drop in like a wrench into your plans and take over your own robots with but a touch if allowed to get into range. The huge zombies are different and pack a much more powerful punch, while sandworms and tornadoes strike with little warning, carrying away and smashing your units. At least the zombie presence you can thin out by destroying their graveyards, but against these other ones, you are left only with running away as your option. On that note, there are several other kinds of natural catastrophes which can strike both the blues and the reds on different planets.
Operation Facing Worlds. Let the tournament begin. Tech Lab Cap.
Besides just the offensive units in Nuke Them All, you also have some defensive ones, like turrets or repair vehicles, and other special ones you get to choose during the missions. Each set of these missions is on a different planet, with a custom-made scenario to go along with its unique topography and conditions, from dust or ice balls to hellscapes and jungles to even more outlandish ones. On these planets and during these missions, you will find particular territories which hold unique buildings, like the nuclear silos or an alien beacon. Capturing these grants special capabilities for your side. The aliens will drop to ground with their advanced weapons, but you won't be able to control their units, while the nuclear silo will get a nuke ready for you at certain time intervals. But despite its power, the nuclear missile isn't an instant game over for the enemy. Certain types of units or defensive turrets can hit it during its flight and even prevent it from getting to its target. So slowly creeping nearer and nearer your enemy's HQ with bigger and bigger armies of robots and vehicles is still your main path to victory. As for the nuclear football game mode, I have to say it is such a cool idea, with 2 HQs spawning new units one at a time and 2 teams of robots trying to score the nuclear ball not into goals but each other's HQs. I won my first such match and blew up the enemy HQ after 3 such goals, but it wasn't easy, especially as it took some time to figure out the mechanics of the game mode and how the units hit the ball around. The sandbox mode is quite different, but could also be looked at as a playground of sorts, since it consists of an arena for both red and blue robots with the HQ buildings, into which you can drop any type of unit you want from a simple floating interface, and learn all their capabilities and how they counter each other. Around the arena, there are several other points of interest, some inhabited by blue robots, others by zombies. It almost reminds me of the White Room in the Matrix movie, with stuff dropped in haphazardly for the player to play around with. Like I said in the intro, this is not a genre-defining game or a particularly innovative game, but one that is a love letter to all the real-time strategy games that came before it and a fun game for any RTS fan. To see more such upcoming games, check out the cards on the screen. Thank you for watching and happy gaming!